It's sale day! Yay! I checked my Facebook ad. I got about 1,500 clicks on it and about 30 saves. I got quite a few people asking me what the price is for the fabric since I didn't put it in the ad. And I'm going to be pricing the quilting fabric at $8 a pound, and 1 pound is about 3 yards. So I think that's a fair price. I did look online and see what other people were selling fabric for per pound, and the cheapest I found was $15, so I think I'm priced pretty good. I did wake up, get one nasty message from somebody saying my price was too high. That kind of put me in a bad mood. I don't know what she's really talking about since I haven't found it anywhere cheaper. But good luck to her. I think I'm pretty much finished with setting things up. So I put all the storage units and these plastic bins out here. I put all the magazines out on the porch walkway. So as you walk in, have some fabric here. Just lots of shelves of fabric, really. I have a junk table people can look through and they can just offer me a price on that. Christmas table, I put the grab bags down here. I have all this empty space here where the plastic bins were, so I stocked up those wood boxes and some interfacing, I think that's what that is. Put the thread. I put large $2, small $1, see how it goes. I might lower the price if it's not moving. All these patterns and things I just put for $4 because I just really need to get them out of here. Another junk table, people can make an offer. We got the fleece table. I priced everything besides the quilting fabric at $4 a pound, so, or best offer, so we can negotiate on that. All the batting over here, more fabric, another shelves of fabric here. I just kind of blocked off the kitchen with these empty boxes. This is doll making stuff. I'm just going to keep it in the box. If people want to look through it, that's okay with me. Put the dress form. I didn't want to move the stove into the garage, so I just left it there. And this is the kind of doll making room, more fabric. I think I showed this in my last video, but for those who didn't watch it, this is the room setup. I put this dress form in the corner along with the thread. So we got cutting mats. I got a lot of responses, people asking about the cutting mats. Are they hard to come by or something? I don't know. I got like 10 people wanting to know what the prices were. Some of them are kind of warped, so I just put, I don't know, $3. Well, we'll see how it goes. This is what the sewing room looks like. I showed this in my last video as well. But if you didn't watch it, this is what the setup is. And we got patterns, buttons in a box. I'm just going to sew them like that. So that's pretty much the layout of the sale. So I'm just hoping for a good day and we'll see how it goes. So it's nearing the end of the sale. It's almost 2 o'clock. I brought the signs inside. And wow, a lot of people showed up. I wasn't expecting that many people. It was pretty much just non-stop for about 4 hours. Mr. Cat came to visit. He was walking around. I didn't get to feed him though. I feel so bad. I hope he comes back tomorrow and I hope he realizes I'm not mad at him. I just wasn't able to feed him. But he did come over to visit and was walking around with all the people. So let me show you what the house looks like and what sold. So this is all I have left of those plastic bins. I sold one of those wooden crates. I have one left. And the shelves are kind of a mess. I knew that was going to happen. But you can see some of the fabric has left. Not too many on these shelves. Junk table's still pretty full. Halloween fabric's still pretty full. I didn't sell too much of that. Didn't sell too much of the Christmas fabric, which I was kind of surprised about. I thought people were into Christmas, but I don't know, maybe not in June. I sold quite a few of the grab bags. Didn't really sell much of the patterns or the appliques. Sold a little bit of the thread. Probably my prices were just a little too high, but I can talk about that later. So these are all pretty much still here. Sold a lot on this table. There's quite a few empty spaces. And fabric, I'd say I sold about 30%. Didn't sell much of the felt. I guess felt's not very popular. Sold a little bit off this shelf. Didn't really sell much of the fleece, which is not surprising since it's summer and people aren't really thinking about making blankets. Somebody mentioned I can donate it to the Humane Society and they use it for their animals, which I thought was a really good idea, so that's probably where this is going to go. I sold quite a lot of the pillow forms and the batting. I just priced it pretty cheap because I just wanted to get it out of here because it's bulky and takes up space. Didn't sell any of the craft techs. I don't know, I thought $5 was a good price. Maybe people just don't know what it is, or I can try lowering the price at the next sale. So a little bit of the fabric, not much of the fat quarters. Somebody put fleece up there. It's kind of like just messy. Didn't really sell much there. Nobody wanted the upholstery fabric. Sold quite a lot on these shelves. I know these top two bins were pretty full. And as we go into the sewing room, nobody wanted the little mannequin. Oh, I thought it was cute. The cutting mats sold within the first 20 minutes of me having the sale. Those were a really hot item. Oh yeah, I sold that big pair of scissors. That went really quick too. Not much of the Christmas fabric sold in here. I sold like one of those big birdhouses and maybe one of the smaller ones. Otherwise, not much of the woodworking stuff. Sold the big Ott lamp. Sold all those black and white boxes that were up there. Those went pretty quick. Nobody was interested in the machines. They're still here. I'll probably just sell those on eBay anyway. Somebody bought the scrapbooking kits, but not the scrapbooks. Those ironing mats. Oh yeah, like these. I had like a whole set of those, like the bigger sizes. Those all sold. Sold a lot of those plastic containers. That's what I have left. Nobody wanted the quilts. I forgot what was over here, but it's obviously got sold. Sold a few of those button boxes. Nobody wanted the patterns. Let's see, those boxes are still here. Sold a few of those, like those rock pebble things. They were 2 for $1. I sold 1 CD, 1 DVD. Nobody wanted her pattern printouts in the binder. And as we go into the other room, I sold that big white table that plugged in, so I'm glad to get that out of the way. Nobody wanted the quilting frames. Nobody really wanted the doll stuff. I sold a few of these little tiny ones. No, I just put $2 on them. Some girl came in and bought a few of them. Somebody came and bought a bunch of the miniature stuff, which I'm glad to get out of here. Otherwise, nobody touched it. Nobody touched the doll making stuff. And the fabric looks a little picked over. And doll making stuff nobody wanted. Or the dolls. Oh, somebody was asking about dolls that my mom made. I'm pretty sure she made this one back in the 70s or 80s. Whoops. Yeah, I remember she would do these hands that tied in a knot in the feet. So, yep, I think she made this one. It's pretty old. Probably about 40, 50 years old. And I think she made this Cabbage Patch Kid back in the 80s when those were really popular. Punky. I probably gave her that name because I was in love with Punky Brewster at the time. But yeah, I think she made this. I know they had patterns for Cabbage Patch Kids back then for people who couldn't afford them, so they just made them. But, oh my gosh, I had so many Cabbage Patch Kids. I don't know why she made one. Maybe because she just wanted to make one. I did sell a lot of these Velcro things. I got 2 of them left. Those were just $1. I just wanted to get them out of here. So, that's the situation. And that's what's left of the magazines. Mostly the doll magazines are left. Pretty much all the quilting magazines were picked up. There are quite a few of the patterns that she printed out nobody wanted. So overall, I'd say I had a really productive day. I was really surprised at the amount of people that came out. I guess quilting's a lot more popular than I thought it was. A lot of people, you know, said their condolences for my mom. They were completely overwhelmed by how much fabric is here. They're like, oh my gosh, you have more than a store. Where did all this fabric come from? Like, my mom bought it. They're like, oh my gosh. So that was, you know, fun to kind of chit chat with them about that. But yeah, there's a lot of fabric hoarders out there. A few people made comments like, oh, I already have so much fabric, why am I buying more? But I guess that's what happens. So I did meet a few people who volunteered for Project Linus, which is a charity who volunteers their time to make quilts for children in need. So I'm probably just going to donate whatever's left over to them. Goes to a worthy cause, and I'm sure my mom would appreciate it. And I had a lot of good feedback about weighing the fabric and just charging per pound. They're like, oh, that's really smart. You don't have to measure and cut all this. I'm like, yeah. For the most part, people liked my price. I priced it at $8 a pound. There were like, you know, 2 or 3 people who were like, oh, that's too expensive. And they just kind of walked out, but can't please everybody. You know, that's the way it goes. Overall, I was really happy with how things went. Just show you the setup I used. I bought this scale off Amazon. It's just, and it has like this little, the reader thing is separate. I have a postal scale at home, but it has like the reader on the scale. So what I did was I got this really big Tupperware container and I put it on here. So, I mean, obviously if the reader's on the scale, you're not gonna be able to read it. So that's why I bought this one. So it turned out really well. And then I just used my old calculator from high school to calculate it out. I know cell phones have a calculator, but I just try to avoid cell phones as much as possible because of the EMF they give off. And I thought I would put my old high school calculator to use. So yeah, that's the setup I used. Worked pretty well. I've had people actually fill the entire bin. It was about 30 pounds of fabric. I had these two ladies come, and one of them was just getting started on her quilting hobby, and she spent a whole lot of money here. Oh my gosh. I think she filled up the bin like 3 times. I don't know, she's rich or something, and her husband gave her a bunch of money to go quilt shopping. So I was very thankful for that. And the best part of the day, my grand total of profit for the day is, hold on, let me get it. $5,332. Yay! I never would have thought I would have made that much on the first day. That was just the first day, so we'll have tomorrow. I had a lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna tell my friends about this, they'll stop by tomorrow. So that's a good sign. I'm just really thankful and appreciative of everybody who came out and bought things, and I'm just blown away by how much money I made just on the first day. So I'm just going to straighten things up in here. Probably just take it easy the rest of the day. I'm hoping to have just as good turnout tomorrow as I did today. Just going to take it easy and get ready for tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. Good morning. It's the next day. I woke up pretty early, probably around 3. Just kind of took my time waking up. As soon as the sun came up, I went out into the shed, pulled a few more boxes of fabric. They were in the plastic containers, so I wasn't too concerned about bugs. I looked through them, so they looked pretty good. So I just replenished some of the empty spots in the living room. I mainly just pulled the non-holiday fabric. It seems to be selling better than the holiday stuff. There was a lot of Christmas and Halloween fabric in the shed. I just left that in there. There were a few boxes I couldn't get to, so I just left those in there. And I put out a few of the baskets in the sewing room and some of the empty spaces. So maybe I can sell some of those today at the sale. One thought I had about the holiday fabric is I can just sell it as a giant bundle on eBay. I know the post office has those flat rate boxes. I think the large ones are about $20 to ship. And I think I could probably fit about 15 to 20 pounds of fabric in there and just sell it really cheap, plus $20 shipping. I mean, that sounds like a good deal to me if I was a quilter. So I was thinking about doing that with some of the leftover holiday fabric. There's just so much of it here, and it's just not selling as fast as I had hoped. I guess I could do that with the other leftover fabric too. Maybe just kind of put light colors or light themes together and just sell it as a big 20-pound bundle for just, I don't know, super cheap. I mean, at least we'll get it out of here. And if it doesn't sell on eBay, I'll just donate it. So those are some ideas I'm kind of just mulling around in my head right now. I'll see how the sale goes for today, and then I'll have another half-price sale, and I'll see what's left over and evaluate what to do. Also, I was doing some thinking about these patterns, just I mean, nobody's buying them. I might just bundle them all together and just sell them as a big lot on eBay. I still have like a ton of them left. Maybe separate them out by theme or something. The books I'll probably just donate. So I still have about an hour until the sale starts. Just kind of tidying things up. Just making them look nice and kind of filling in some of the empty spaces. So I'll see how the sale goes. Wow, what a day. It's about 2:30. The sale was supposed to be over at 12. There were just a few ladies here that just wouldn't leave. I'm grateful that they stayed and bought things and spent money, but I really just wanted to get out of here no later than 1 o'clock. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the house and what's sold. So I straightened up this shelf, sold some stuff over there, have some empty boxes here. It's just empty boxes. All of the stuff under here is gone. Lots of empty space on here. Sold some Halloween fabric. A lot of the Christmas stuff. I didn't sell too many more of the bundle bags today. Some lady came and bought a lot of the patterns. I gave her a pretty good deal on them. She said most people just print them out from the internet. That's why people aren't really buying them, which is kind of what I had figured. This table's kind of messy, but not too much is gone from here. A few empty spaces on the fabric shelves. Sorry it's messy. I haven't had time to clean everything up again because I really just want to get out of here. Some lady bought a lot of the fleece, but a lot of it's still here. Some empty shelves here. Looks like I sold quite a lot of the fabric. Not much of the batting or those vinyl things. This shelf is pretty empty. I think that box goes on there. And I sold that black mannequin, the wire one. This room looks pretty empty and picked over. Nobody bought her pattern printouts. These shelves are pretty much all wiped out. Those are empty. Nobody wanted the scrapbooks. Sold a couple baskets. Some lady wanted to buy the machine, but she said it was just too expensive. Even though there was one similar that sold for $200. I had it for $250. I might rethink about the price. Nobody was interested in the embroidery machine. So it looks kind of picked over in here. Sold a couple of those woodworking grab bags. And let's see. Sold a couple dolls. Some empty shelves on the fabric. More empty shelves. Somebody came and bought up a lot of the miniature stuff. Not much of the dolls making stuff. And nobody wanted the quilting frames. So I had about the same amount of people come by today as I did yesterday. I haven't counted my total profit yet, I'll do that when I get home because I just really want to get on the road before, you know, traffic starts. So overall, had a really successful trip. Had a really good sale. I will mention a few more ending thoughts as I get home. But overall, I'm really happy, and I'll update you when I get home. So I'm back home. I've had a chance to shower, eat some dinner, kind of recuperate and collect my thoughts about the sale. Coco sitting here next to me, meowing. Say hi, Coco. Not a yawn. Say hi. Oh, you wanna go back to sleep? I wake you from your nap. So I'm sorry for any meowing in the background. Overall, I was very pleased with how the sale turned out. I wasn't expecting this many people to show up or to earn as much money as I did. And I'll give you totals for the sale. So on Friday, I made $5,332. Saturday, I made $4,770 for a grand total of the weekend of $10,102. Yay! Really overjoyed and happy with how everything turned out. Like I said, I wasn't expecting this much. So it really surpassed my expectations. I'm just overjoyed and appreciative of everybody who came out and bought things. So I am planning to have another sale. I'm probably going to lower the price on the fabric just to kind of get it out the door. Coco. Still trying to see if I can sell some more fabric. I would say I sold about half of what I have. So I'd like to see if I can sell the other half. And I also want to pull out the rest of the boxes in the shed and put those out. So those are my plans for next sale. And I did leave the house in kind of a hurry, so I do probably have to go back early next time and straighten it up, bring out the fabric from the shed. There was quite a few empty spaces in the living room, so I don't think I'll have a problem finding a place to put it. So I'm going to just take this week off, rest, recuperate, do some things that I want to do. Coco. And I'll be back at it at a sale for next weekend. So those are my plans for right now, and I'll see you next time. Coco says bye too. Wanna say bye? You wanna say bye? Huh? Bye bye bye.